Hi guys, I know I've been videotaping a lot today. I kind of wanted to give you guys an idea of who I am and, where I've come from and who this crazy person you see with handbags and doing makeup and crazy videos about her husband burning her handbags. Um, so my I was born Gina Marie Farnham. My mom, she is full Portuguese. My dad, he's my dad's side of the family comes from England, Farnham, England, and I don't know. There's some other stuff mixed in there. My uncle, he's really into genealogy, and I actually have a book that he made. It's the book of me and like where I've come from, and there's some amazing stuff in that book. I haven't actually read the whole thing because it's like bigger than a dictionary. So thank you, Uncle Tim. I do love that book. It's something that I will cherish and, definitely pass on to my son. So when I was 16 is when I met Joe, my husband. And what's really funny is we met through who at that time was my best friend, who was his aunt. Now his aunt is younger than him, but yes, I met through his aunt, who was my best friend. I didn't know who he was before we actually got together, but because my husband is very quiet, I thought he was a jerk, but he's not. So that's how I met him. We started dating like the day after his birthday, which was in February. His birthday is February 26th, and we started dating like the day after. And so we just celebrated 17 years. 17 years of being together. How many people at the age of 33 can say that they've been with their husband for 17 years? Not many. When I was about 17, I've always wanted to be in, doing comedy or, acting. And I did get signed with an agency called O'Brien Rotman. I'm sure some of you might have heard of it. But it was one of those scam, give me $1 billion and we'll make you a star. Well, I ended up getting chosen. I did do a commercial acting class and paid all this money for headshots, but I was doing poorly in high school and wanted to kind of hold off the acting career until, I graduated high school and did better in high school. And I did very, very well my senior year. So then, things happened. I had been with Joe for a few years by the time I graduated and wanted to leave the nest. I left the nest and had to get a job, so acting had to wait. We have moved, oh my gosh, so I grew up in Corona, California, and from Corona we moved to Hemet, where I lived with my husband, who wasn't my husband at first, and then we got married June 2002. I'm really bad with dates. I'm such a guy. And then he had gotten a job in San Diego, so we moved to San Diego. We lived in Poway for a few years. I loved it in Poway. Loved it in Poway. And then from San Diego, we thought that it would be cheaper because, in San Diego it is a bit more expensive. And so we thought, oh, let's go back to Hemet because Hemet's not that far from San Diego. So we went back to Hemet, And then from Hemet, we went to back to Corona, and we were only in Corona for about 8 months until we both got a job at a game company in Los Angeles. So we moved to downtown LA, and we were there for close to 4 years, I think. And LA, I got to do some things I never thought I would be able to experience, and I'm very grateful for that time. Yes, I did get to do some extra part in movies, no talking roles or anything, but you know, because of where our work was, they were constantly filming. I have seen pretty much everybody at one point or another. I had to go to Beverly Hills a lot for to see like my doctors and stuff, and that's where all the celebrities went to see their doctors. So I ran into a lot of people down there. And then I had decided, because our work took us to the famous Laugh Factory on Sunset, and what's his name? Oh, he's in Community, and what's his name? He's in Community, and he's also in the those movies that I can't remember his stinking name, but he plays Chang in Community. He's hilarious. I actually saw him twice. It's funny. I saw him at the Laugh Factory, and then I saw him when I went to go see Conan O'Brien, when Conan O'Brien was doing the Tonight Show. And I'm still mad about him being taken off. Jimmy Fallon, I don't care how funny you are, I love Coco. I still like you, Jimmy Fallon, but Coco's my Coco. So I decided, you know what, and people at work were like, you should just go and do stand-up. So I decided to do an open mic night. And what's funny is I'm not like a writer. Like everything I say, it just comes to me, and I love to play off of people. So I was like, what the heck am I gonna say? So I wrote this script basically, and I memorized it. Well, come to find out, the day I go to do my stand-up, I can't curse. And I'm like, holy bleep, because I'm like, what am I going to do? So many people that day, I was like the last one to go on stage. You can find video of me doing this stand-up. I think if you put my name, Jeana, and then stand-up, you'll find it. The quality is horrible, but you can find those videos. It was taken with the phone years ago, so that's when the phone cameras weren't very good. Plus, it's loud in there. People are laughing. I mean, I had to literally change everything. It was the same. I still did the same idea. I just kind of took out the bad words. Out of like 30 people who had done this, and like one person who I talked to said that they flew every week or every other week to come do this stand-up, and then you become what is known as a showcaser. Well, me and one other girl got chosen to become showcasers, and like I was gonna leave. I didn't even know like it was a contest. I was just there to do some stand-up comedy. And my friend that was with me was like, no, let's watch the other guys. Come on, because the showcasers were going to be up next. So we stayed out to watch the showcasers. A lot of the showcasers I ended up becoming friends with. So I went ahead and stayed, then later found out that they wanted me to come back and do more stand-up. However, I got ill and I was unable to do it again. And I mean, I would love to continue doing stand-up acting. I've had, like I said, when I lived in LA, I had some pretty awesome things happen. Um, Even like Disneyland, I got to go to the premiere of the very last Pirates movie, saw Johnny Depp, saw Adam Sandler, met his friend Jonathan. I have pictures taken with him, and there was a lot about California that I really liked. But so from LA, after like all that was, we were done with LA, we moved back to Riverside, which Riverside is basically in the middle of Hemet and Corona. So we lived there for maybe 2-3 years, and then here we are. And I love it here. Yeah, I feel like I stand out like a sore thumb because we're in Birch Bay Village, which is because my husband works in Vancouver, Canada. We really wanted to be as close to the border as possible. So, I mean, we're literally like, when he drops off my son at school, it's like 2 minutes to the border. I have to find like birth certificate, blue, so I can get all of my stuff done. I just haven't had the chance to go through everything. I'll probably just do it all online instead of looking through all the boxes. But yeah, so that's kind of just like a short description of how I got here. You never know, like, a lot of people would be like, oh, but your life's not stable, you're always up and moving. And then I'm a very adventurous person. I don't mind, getting up and going from place to place. That part, the moving, like the actual physical part, I can't stand. But I like going places. I mean, I have always wanted to leave California, but I always knew that if I left California, I would miss it terribly because, yes, California is it's like the most convenient place to live. However, we're talking gajillions of people. So there's good and there's bad. Not to mention, in LA, we're paying like over $2,000 a month for our 2-bedroom apartment in downtown Los Angeles, and it wasn't exactly very big. So yeah, it was nice, and it was in a nice building, but I mean, the prices out there, even in like the cheaper areas compared to here, are just ridiculous. So now let's see, things I like. I am tomboy on the inside and as girly as it gets on the outside. I love makeup. I love fashion. I love jewelry. Like all that girly stuff, pink, and just I love it. My favorite band's The Clash. It just doesn't. Maybe that's why the Clash. I mean, it clashes with who I am. I love them so much they're tattooed on my leg. So I mean, like, I listen to mostly punk. I have seen Social Distortion like 3 or 4 times. I listen to mostly punk music. It just, you wouldn't look at me and think that. A few years ago you would, but I change on the outside, like, because I've always been into fashion, even at like 5 years old. Like, there's this tape of me going, I'm gonna be an actress when I grow up, I'm gonna be a model, I'm gonna, all this stuff, right? It's like so girly as a kid, and then went total tomboy, and always, my fashion styles have always changed. I've always been into like either super girly girl stuff or super like, I don't like using the word punk because I don't think punk is a style. I think punk is a more of, I don't, it's hard to explain, but because punk has become such like a label. I don't like labels. Like when I used to, like I had my Betty bangs, I had short hair, and even after I had my hair long, I grew my hair out, I still kept the Betty bangs. I love vintage. I love all eras. My God, But yes, I used to swing dance, and I would walk around in 1930s clothing. But I always changed, like, the outside of me because I love fashion so much that I go through phases. For God, who knows? Next year I could be walking around naked. I don't know. It's just, I love fashion and it's art to me. So I do get a little obsessed over it. Yes. Sometimes I do get a little out of hand about buying stuff, but I definitely try to keep it in a, I don't go out and spend thousands of dollars. I will never, no matter how much money I have, I will never be that person. I've always been a thrifty shopper, and I always will be. Because why pay retail when you don't have to? Come on, girls. Why? Just so you can show, hey, I bought this Louis Vuitton bag. Tee-hee-hee. Now, if, like, let's say I go to Vegas, I win $2,000. Maybe then I would go to the forum shops and be like, bam, I'm getting me a Louis Vuitton bag, full price. Maybe that would be the only time I would ever do something like that. Other than that, no. I'm going to go online and I'm going to get it for the cheapest price I can find it. Or I'm going to get it at a consignment shop or a thrift store. That's just me. But, anything else you guys want to know? My birthday's in October. I'm a Libra. So I guess I'm naturally outgoing. I do have, I've told you guys, fibromyalgia, which makes life very, very, like, unstable because I don't know what my day is going to be like. I can't say. It's hard to, like, make dates for stuff. Like, for instance, Saturday, I was supposed to go have like my full-on spa day for my Valentine's Day present and my anniversary present. I woke up that morning, my legs were like, you ain't going nowhere. You are staying here. So I couldn't go. I couldn't. So that's why, I stayed home and I bought some stuff online. I basically spent the same amount of money as I would if I would have gone and done everything I need to do. I still need to fix the nails. I mean, they're growing out like crazy, but my husband, we've been together 17 years and married 12 years? Something like that. Sorry, no, 13 years. Yeah, 12, 13. It's going to be 13. It's going to be 14. I don't know. Something like that, but I know I love him. That's kind of covers me. I'm just very outgoing. I really want to do whatever I can to get in a position to where I can be in a place where I can do what I want to do when I want to do it. And me and my doctors are working as hard as we can to get me to that place. So I'm sorry if, I say, hey, we're doing this on whatever day and I can't do it. because that's something I actually didn't want to have to mention to you guys, but I felt it was important, because if I go, yay, tutorial days on blah 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 day, and then you don't see me for a week, I don't want anybody to think I'm unreliable, because it's not, there's nothing I can do about it. If my body says you have to lay down, I have to lay down. There's nothing I can do. And that's what sucks. Is like I couldn't even hold a part-time job because I'd be calling in sick all the time. So it really sucks. So hopefully, you know, I'm trying to do what I need to do to get in a place where I can have a little bit more outside time. But other than that, I'm not really into watching sports. I'm more of a sports player, but I haven't been because of physical reasons. Just the day that we had all that snow here, walking in it made my legs sore the next day. I didn't even play in it. Just walking in it. The next day I was sore. It's just sad. But, and so that's why I did that stupid video where I'm like, oh no, my husband's gonna kill me. I never even said anything like that. I was just like, what I meant by, if you guys don't hear from me, it's because he took all of my computers or access to the internet so I couldn't buy anything. That's what I meant by that. So I hope nobody actually thought I was serious. That's just me being me, and you'll see a lot more of it because I am not shy, and I'm sure you guys know that by now. But that's pretty much where I've been, where I've came from, and I've got a long way to go, and we're gonna have fun along the way. And I really hope that one day this and my blog can be turned into something that hopefully I can call my own, my job, or whatever I can turn this into, because this is really giving me a lot of happiness. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, because doing this, I love it. I love it. Sorry. I love doing my blog. I love doing the videos. So, you know, please keep watching. Please subscribe. Just keep her moving. And that would be my dog getting ready to get in trouble. So I'm gonna go. And I hope you guys got a little bit more understanding of who I am. So sorry about Lady Boujaja. There's somebody walking by and she has to bark. Alright guys, so if you have any questions, or you know, you have any ideas for some tutorials or anything, please hit me up. I'll be more than happy to oblige. So thanks again, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.